Hello my Wolfpack and welcome back to another episode of our competitive guide video. So today I'm covering Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele obviously having a massive special attack stat at base 130, having a huge special defense stat at 115, an okay defense stat at base 75, and then base 70 in HP. Also having 85 in the attack stat, so if you could pull off some shenanigans, maybe bat and pass a swords dance or something onto it, then you could even use it physically, but most of its use is from its special side. Now, the one sort of downside about Tapu Lele is it only has base 95 speed, so in order for you to ensure that you are faster, a choice scarf is almost necessary, or having Tailwind on your team, or bat and passing speed, for example, if you're in a draft league that allows that. So yeah, we've got 3 sets today. First set is a choice scarf set, but before I jump into that, I would really appreciate if you could go down, like the video, subscribe if you haven't done so already. It really does help me out. It really helps out the channel. We are growing. I would love to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I would love to reach that. So if you could please go down, like and subscribe, that would really help me out. Okay, so first set, choice scarf set. Obviously increases your speed by 1.5 times, allows you to outspeed the vast majority of Pokemon that are out there, and obviously with your special defense you can run a max HP set with the choice specs or something if you wanted to, or even run max speed with just that plus speed nature if you want to, but I'll explain that in just a second. So ability, I'm always going to have Psychic Surge on here. I think the big thing about the Tapus is that they have access to setting up the terrain, which terrain can be very helpful in a lot of different scenarios. So Psychic Surge sets up the Psychic Terrain, means that priority moves cannot happen. So priority moves such as Fake Out, Extreme Speed, all of those kind of things, they will fail because of Psychic Surge. Now that is absolutely huge because obviously, especially in doubles, having the Psychic Terrain set up means the Fake Out's not going to happen, especially when Fake Out is so common there. Now move-wise, I've gone for Psychic. You could also go for Psyshock. Psychic, powerful Psychic type attack, boosted by Stab. Psyshock is also good because it can go on the defense rather than the special defense. So if something like a Blissey came in to try and wall you, then you would have that opportunity to go for Psyshock and potentially take it out. Moonblast, which again, powerful fairy type attack, boosted by Stab, has got the chance to lower the special attack of the opposing Pokemon as well. Now Moonblast is very powerful, fairy typing is such good typing, it hits a lot of different Pokemon, so Moonblast, very effective there. Focus Blast, powerful fighter type attack, that will hit things like Steel types, which are super effective against you, as well as Dark types, which again, are super effective against you. And finally, I just went for Thunderbolt for a coverage move. Thunderbolt just hits a variety of different Pokemon. It hits things like flying types, water types. I'm sure it hits some other stuff as well, but it hits a lot of things neutrally as well, which can work quite nicely for you. EVs, I've gone for, on this one, max special attack, max speed with a timid nature, so more speed, less attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. You can always go for the modest nature here. It depends whether you're looking at outspeeding base 100 Pokemon that don't have that plus speed investment, because typically when they're choice scarf they don't go for the plus speed investment, so having that timid nature there can allow you to outspeed those choice scarf base 100 Pokemon typically. Now sometimes people do go for the plus speed, but more often than not they go for the plus attack nature, whichever one it is. So we've got choice scarf on here, increasing up our speed obviously. You could always go for choice specs. As I said, if you want to go for choice specs, you'd go max HP, max special attack with a modest nature, so that gives you a little bit more in your special attack there. You could also go for max HP, max speed, sorry, not max HP, max special attack and max speed, with again that timid nature allowing you to outspeed those base 100 Pokemon that don't have that plus speed nature. Now, again, it's common and uncommon, like it's difficult to say. It depends on the player typically and how they're running it, but it's something that you do need to consider. Moving on to the second Tapu Lele set, this is more of a supportive set. We've got leftovers on here allowing us to heal ourselves up a little bit every turn, because you will probably take some hits for this. Psychic Surge, obviously having that Psychic Surge, especially if you've got quite a fast team that is affected quite strongly by priority. So, for example, if you had maybe Weavile, which is quite weak on its defenses, but once it's in, not many things will outspeed it. Same with like Regieleki, for example. Really fast Pokemon, but with that Psychic Terrain setup, you can get rid of any of the priority moves, which helps you out a lot in that sense, because then Regieleki can just go in and sweep late game without having to worry about an E-Speed or a Quick Attack, for example. We've got Aromatherapy. Aromatherapy allows you to heal up the status conditions of your Pokemon. That is really handy. I wouldn't recommend doing this if you have a Pokemon that has Guts or Toxic Boost, for example. I'm not sure if Zangoose is even in this generation, but if it has Toxic Boost or whatever, or Immunity Gliscor, but I don't even know if Gliscor's in at the minute, I don't think it is. Aromatherapy can just work handily, except for those ones that do require that status to be set up, and you've already set it up. It can be a bit of a problem then, because you don't have to get that Pokemon in. For example, if it's a Conkeldurr with Guts, you have to get that in, you have to set up that Flame Orb, get that burn, and then start attacking again. It just takes that extra turn, which could be the difference between winning and losing, potentially. Taunt is the second move. Now, that stops things from setting up or recovering, for example, because, let's face it, Pokemon can be a pain in the ass, a pain in the backside, that keep on recovering or keep on setting up, for example. Things like Clefable with having Calm Mind or Cosmic Power. If you can stop that from happening, that could be helpful for you. You've got Psyshock as our next attack. As I said, powerful Psychic type attack goes into defense rather than special defense. And then Moonblast as just a powerful fairy type attack as well. And I'm just checking. No, it doesn't get recover. I was thinking Tapu Lele got recover for a second, but it does not. Finally, moving on to the third set we have a Life Orb Calm Mind set. Now, you could go for leftovers here. You could go Red Card. You could go Citrus Berry. You could go any assortment of berries if you wanted to. But go for whatever you see fit here. Now, we've got Life Orb increasing our power by 1.3 times. We've got Calm Mind increasing up our special attack and special defense by 1 stage each time it is used. We've got Psychic, which is a powerful Psychic type attack. Obviously, you could go for stored power if you wanted to, if you're setting up that Calm Mind. If you get 2 or 3 set up, then that becomes a bit more powerful than Psychic. Moonblast, again, is powerful fairy type attack. And then Energy Ball, it's a powerful grass type attack that just hits things like ground types, rock types, water types, quite a few different types that you might not have been able to hit otherwise. Obviously, be cautious of steel types here, so you might want that Focus Blast instead, but it's up to you. EV's gone for max HP and max defense here, with a bold nature, so more defense, less attack, and 4 EVs in special attack. Now, the reason I've gone for the max defense as opposed to max special attack is because that allows you to be much more tanky. Having that max defense allows for you to have much more prowess on your physical side, and whilst you're setting up those Calm Minds, that increases you on the special side as well. So it means that hopefully you'll be able to tank hits on both ends. Now, if you have a Will-O-Wisp user, so for example, Arcanine, potentially, and you're Will-O-Wisping all these different Pokemon, or any kind of Rotom, I think would work quite nicely with this, potentially like Rotom Wash. You could use the Will-O-Wisp on that Pokemon and lower their attack stat, or half their attack stat, and that will cause you to take less damage, obviously because of that lowered attack stat. So that can work really nicely in pairing up. You could also run this as max HP, max special attack with a modest nature if you wanted to, so more special attack, less attack, and 4 EVs in like special defense or defense. And that would allow for you to really become quite offensive. Your Calm Minds would set up and cause your special attacks to come very, very high. Anyways, that is all for Tapu Lele. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out of here, so have a good one, and I'll see you soon.